If you're new to my channel, make sure to like and subscribe to continue receiving great reviews.
All right, so this has been an amazing week so far, and I'm super excited to spend some time with you, Mark. You are probably one of my favorite people. You just don't have an off switch. I see you all over the place, and you're constantly talking about the things that I feel the same about. So I have that same passion about, like, funnels and one pagers, and we'll get a little bit more into it. But if you'd be so kind, just tell people what it is that you do, and what you're passionate about.
Oh, hey, thanks so much, James, for having me on today. I have to throw the compliments back your way as well. I really admire seeing you and how you operate, and how you put the focus on others that that you are helping, and just thanks so much for that. My name is Mark, and I always like to say that I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. Mm-hmm. Okay, I've noticed myself say Funnel Building 1, but so I'm an online marketer. The Mental Marketer is a digital marketing agency, and what we do is we help online businesses, coaches, course creators grow and monetize their brand using social media. And we use social media with sales funnels. I just a short, not the long version of my journey is I was a corporate guy for 20 plus years. I was climbing the corporate ladder, working for an insurance company that was top 10 on the Forbes list of best companies to work for.
Nice.
So, and my role was I was an adjuster. I was an auto claims adjuster. So I was the person. Guy. Yeah, exactly. I was the guy you love to see, but you hated to see at the same time, because I carried the checks, but then my checkbook was always, okay, do we have to pay for that? So it was a balance of both. We came out there and we were restoring people's lives.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that I really liked about that field, is that I knew that someone had experienced a loss.
Yeah.
But we were able to come out there and save. If you would have had to come out of your pocket with the thousands of dollars by yourself, that's where the insurance company came in. But so I spent 20 years doing that. Had worked my way up to a very good position, working from home, handling the 4th largest city in the United States, the complete territory myself. I was inspecting Maseratis, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Rolls Royces. I was the high-end vehicle guy.
Nice.
It was I'll tell you, it was something that I've learned to do throughout my career. And what that is to find a niche, find a niche where I could be the go-to person.
Yes.
And when I went into that area, I looked at everyone else and I said, okay, I to be honest with you, I wasn't really a car guy.
Okay.
I like looking at cars. I like driving cars. I like driving cars, especially fast, really good-looking cars. But I wasn't the type of person that really likes to get underneath the hood, get under in the mechanic. I like the philosophy of how an engine works.
Yeah.
But I wasn't out there getting greasy and turning wrenches. So I couldn't compete with the other people that were in the area.
Yeah.
In that sense, because they were just had shops in their backyard. They were changing cars from left-hand driver to right-hand driver.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I wanted to do. So I said to myself, I said to myself, how can I fit in? Where do I fit in this puzzle? Where is my area that I can become the go-to person?
Right.
And no one wanted to work with these high-end vehicles because they typically weren't in our database, and they required a little more extra work
Right.
to source parts.
Yeah.
And the parts were usually very expensive. And so you had to spend a little bit more time. I came into this and I said, you know what? I didn't see it as a problem, saw it as an opportunity. And this was my opportunity. This was my opportunity to do something that everyone else probably sees as a problem.
Yes.
And I went in there and I said, that's what I'm going to do. I became the go-to person in the entire company. And across, I had people from different states that were calling me with questions about vehicles, especially when when Teslas were kind of new, and electrical vehicles, and there wasn't a lot of information out there. I would speak directly to in California, to the plant where they were manufacturing things. So I kept that area where I was just going to be the person to go to.
So it sounds to me like, and this is just my take on what I'm hearing so far about your backstory, is you were in a space where this is what I'm going to do with my life, but you created this interesting thing called a category of one. I'm going to go do this thing, and that plays into what the health coaches, healers, course creators, they have to create that category of one. So yeah, nice tie down. That was interesting how that worked.
Oh my gosh.
Are you enjoying this video? Now's the time to smash that heart button and hit the subscribe. What are you waiting for? You'll be glad you did. Now back to the video.
I was listening to someone this past week and they called it a niche of one.
There you go.
A category of one.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that was my philosophy in that field. I became the top person, and then a couple months before the pandemic occurred, I was let go from that company. Just let go.
Gotta love downsizing. Gotta love downsizing.
Yeah. I saw a lot of automation starting to take over the industry, and sometimes they were really trying to downsize and do a lot more things using AI and computers. So I was left in a situation where I'd spent almost my entire adult life working in this industry, and here I was, had to make a decision. I didn't have a lot of time to make that decision because I had bills to pay.
Yep.
I looked at my account and I said, okay, I've got all of these withdrawals set. All of these withdrawals just coming out like clockwork every month. Rent, utilities, cable, internet, gas, and it's like
food. Gotta eat too.
Gotta eat, and
that's too funny.
Tires, and you always have all these expenses, but I didn't have anything that was set to replenish. When am I going to have money that comes in to take care of this money that's going out? Oh my gosh, it was around this time of year in 2019 because I was on my phone, scrolling on Facebook, and when I saw an ad pop across my screen, and the ad was for a free social media marketing course.
Nice.
And years before, I actually graduated college with a degree in marketing, but
you didn't use it, right?
It's funny because I didn't go into the marketing field, but I found that the books that I sought out, even as an adjuster, and the skills that I was developing were really sales and marketing. I was going out there being an adjuster, and I still had to communicate persuasively.
Yes.
when I would, say, for instance, I'd go out to a car and I would have these conversations about what we might not pay for.
Yeah.
I would have to make sure that they understood completely, and it was really communication. And I always say that people would look at me and say, wow, you have such an easy job. You have such a easy job. You handle this. And it's not that the job is easy.
Yeah.
It's not that the job is easy. I make it look easy because of all the preparation that I've done.
Yep.
And not just anyone can go out there and have the same experience, because I had coworkers that were always like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, and they said this, and I would say, well, here's how you word it, here's how you can present it, or here's how you can pre-frame it and put this 2-minute phrase on the beginning of it, and that will avoid a 20-minute conversation on the end.
Yeah, so, and that plays into what goes on every single day on the internet. I watch people I watch them struggle. They don't understand the power of what is unfolding in front of them right now. Just using a story, your story, you are talking about the things that I see so many coaches, they're like, man, you just know all the right people, or you just did. It's like, no, they don't see the countless hours, the restless nights studying, understanding how to put a framework in place so that every single time that objection comes up, oh, you just say this instead. Wait, what? Yeah, that's all it is. But it took you time to learn that. And so going through life, so you get this ad, you start looking at social media marketing. Where did ClickFunnels come into play? I'm just curious about ClickFunnels, because I always see you at Funnel Hacker Live, and I see you with a lot of the ClickFunnels community.
Yeah, I think my entire wardrobe is ClickFunnels gear now. You can't
for the SpongeBob socks.
You can't see on screen, but I've got a money clip, I've got sweaters, gears, hat. I think that I've always been a pretty loyal person. I've always been a pretty loyal person, and when it comes to maybe that's my downfall.
Not really.
But I'm a loyal person, and how ClickFunnels came into my life is that I did see that ad on social media, and I started down this journey of starting an online business. And I had fell into the trap of a YouTube video that I saw online. And the YouTube video, it convinced me that all I needed to do was 2 or 3 things: set up this landing page, set up these emails, and buy traffic from this particular vendor, and then you can have a business this way. And I did it. I did it step by step, followed everything, and then I failed miserably. I failed miserably. I got thousands of hours spent and 0 results. I'll say 0 results, but I did find ClickFunnels as a result of that.
There's the silver lining.
Yes, I was introduced to ClickFunnels in that entire process. And in that process, I was introduced, and the email came to me after I signed up for the ClickFunnels software. It said, here was the email, James. The email, the headline said, okay, so if you want, steal this headline, okay? It was, want a free t-shirt. That was it.
I have one of those t-shirts, by the way, so I've seen the email.
Want a free t-shirt. And I was like, heck yes, I want a free t-shirt. And it told me all I had to do was just do an onboarding call. I remember the guy's name. Do an onboarding call to help you learn the software, And then I did the onboarding call to get the free t-shirt, and they gave me an offer to take the One Funnel Away challenge that would extend my 15-day free trial to 30 days. And then it would also give me the step-by-step 30 days training, which is, you know what, I have not found another training out there that really delivers the amount of value for just $100 as that training. Because you get daily, really one-on-one coaching if you want. And because I had, and that's for just $100.
That was the smartest $100 I've spent in a long time. I went through the One Funnel Away challenge. I'd been a ClickFunnels user via ecom because I wanted to get my chef's jacket, and I spent 10 years getting that chef's jacket. But at nighttime, I would sell things online, and so it could be something as simple as a French press or
SLO
or whatever it was. And so I would use funnels because funnels were the smart way to get people from a Facebook ad, which would cost me like, I don't know, 40 cents. They click on it, they go to the funnel, they buy the thing. Whoop, it's a no-brainer. When I had a website, they would go to the website and where's my sales, right? So once I injected the funnels there, it was, this is the thing, here's how you get it, opt in, you want a free t-shirt, and then the next thing is on the next page, and it's like, hey, by the way. And it's set up in a way that will really help other people that are watching this video. So let me ask you a question. Now, talking to me about these things called one-pagers, I've experienced them. What do you feel is crucial about a one-pager?
The one pagers. Well, if you look at the concept behind the one pager, I think the one pagers are really a way of delivering of training. You can deliver. They're flexible because they're instead of delivering a training to someone, let's say you deliver it to them in a PDF or a document that they can download onto their computer, on their desktop. Okay, so now you've got this one pager. You've got this document, and it's really you solo. I think the one pager takes that document and puts it as a living, breathing online pager. So, and I think that's like a one-page document. You can consider a one pager. And the one pagers, I like it. Well, I like the one pagers because you can actually complete homework assignments on that page. It gives you input forms, and it gives you the ability to check mark off, and you can come back to it later. It's a different experience than having a document that's sort of just on your desktop,
which probably never gets opened up. I do it once and it's over there, you forget about it. But if you have it's online, it's a living document, and it's a way for and this is why I brought it up, because there are health coaches, there are fitness coaches, there are healers, there are course creators in this group that are trying to deliver some free information to people that's going to move the needle, get that win for them immediately. And while we put together some really good lead magnets, that is a powerful lead magnet, because essentially it causes the person to open it. They're like, oh, I have to actually do some work. And then when they go through the process and they see, whether it's just getting them to see something, they've done the work and you've given them the win immediately. How powerful is that?
Yeah, you've given them the win because they actually open and consume it.
Yes.
They actually open it and consume it. And you can watch the videos right there on the page. You can put so many good things there.
A lot of features.
Yeah, and you can put a video walking them through exactly what they need to do on that page, and that's a huge difference from sending them a PDF. And if you wanted to put a video on that PDF, it's going to lead them to another location anyway. But you have it right here on this one page, and people people are on their phones. People are on their phones all the time. It's screen time is at an all-time
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
And I say that the one pager increases consumption of your lead magnet. It increases the consumption, and increasing the consumption will increase the results that your
Prospective client. Yeah.
your clients get. And that just moves the needle even closer for them to work with you when they can get a result. And yeah. When you work with someone and at the end of your session or at the end of watching your video or whatever, and they say, "Oh man, thanks a lot."
Yeah.
And you say, and I like to actually ask, so how was this for you? And that will solidify for them in their own minds that, oh wow, when I first got your training, I didn't know how to do XXX, but we really showed me how to do this, and now I can see where I've gone from not having one to now I have it put up, and now I just need to finish this and this, and we'll be out the door.
Yep.
You're making those steps. You're doing those steps forward to get to the end result. I love one pagers.
Cool. I can tell. All right. So I don't want to keep you too long, and I want to be respectful of the people in the group. But
okay.
I would ask, can you share the name of your group again if people are looking to join your group so they can learn more about this? Funnel Building 101, I believe it's called.
Funnel Building 101. It's the newest art and science of funnel building. Yeah. And funnel building, funnels have this this connotation that it's strictly just software or an online thing that you do. But funnels are much more than the online tool. It's really the entire sales process.
It is.
It's the entire sales process from the attraction phase, which is your ability to brand yourself.
Yes.
That will attract your ideal customer, from attracting them, and that's top of the funnel.
Yep.
To connecting with them, connecting with them, whether that's in a conversation, whether it is bringing them to
your YouTube channel.
Yep. Follow you on a social platform. Yep. Invitation to subscribe to your email newsletter, where you send them helpful tips or just communicate with them. I love communicating by email.
Yeah.
To the nurture and the convert stage, and when they're ready to go on the journey with you and become a true fan.
Yeah.
True fan.
True fans are amazing. And a lot of people don't see the power of systems and funnels and emails, and I just want to talk to this person, get them on my list, make some money. And I found that the process, if you just use a longer runway and you're not so focused on that dollar amount, and you're focused on impacting the person's life, getting wins, they'll sign up for something like a free lead magnet that I've run a Facebook ad to, and they go straight to the funnel. Now they're on my Aweber. I use Aweber. They're using, they're following the emails, right? And over the course of around 104 days is what I'm finding, that somewhere in that cycle, they self-select, either this isn't for me or they've purchased something. And it could be a small $27 product. For health coaches, it could be a one session just to test, you put something in front of them because they know you now. They've been indoctrinated with how you are, how you speak, what your vibe is all about, and they lean in. So yeah, I completely agree with you. You have to get them into the ecosystem, and funnels are the greatest way. They really are. Yeah,
and it funnels the ones that are for you, and then it funnels out the people that aren't for you.
Yep.
which is fine either way. because I teach the 1,000 true fans. The 1,000 true fans. You don't need everyone, and everyone won't be your perfect person, which is absolutely fine. I always say, I always tell people, I'm just bad. I'm saying there's an easy way and there's a hard way. There's
that's one of the reasons I have so many people come in and I interview them in my group, and I show them there's the easy way and there's the hard way. It's the hard way I see all too often. They go out and they pay some guru who's never going to spend the time with them like you're going to get. I love Facebook communities, and they'll go spend X $1,000, $10,000, and they come back licking their wounds, and they're like, yeah, but now I don't have any. And it's like, okay, well, start where you are. Let's do this the easy way. Get your messaging right? Get your funnel in place. Build your email list. This is what needs to be taught. And instead of the quick win, $1 million, just do this and you'll be rich. You just shared in your story. You went through that as well. And I definitely have gone through it when I re-entered the space. And I just want to help people shortcut that. Stop, chasing pipe dreams and build a rock solid business foundation. You'll have a business for life, right?
Oh yes. I mean, I think some people, they want the answer, but they don't want to hear the truth. They want the answer. Like, people want the answer to weight loss, for example. So you tell them to, eat more. Eat less, exercise more, drink water. No, it's got to be something else.
There's got to be a magic pill.
No, there's got to be something else.
Wait, there's more.
They want the truth, but they want to believe a lie.
Yeah.
And so it just makes it easy for those people to tell you what you want to hear, although it may not be the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me with the YouTube the YouTuber, because I wanted to believe a lie.
So here's a question, and we'll end with this, and then I will put the link to so you can share the one pager with people in the video.
I'll have just my link tree, on my link tree there'll be a link on there for the one pager and to join my group.
Cool, perfect.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask one question. If you could leave people with a piece of advice about going all in on their business, what would be the number one thing that you would suggest they do?
The number one thing that I would suggest they do about going in with their business, I think so many people, I think, skip the first step. And that step is to really get crystal clear on the purpose and direction that they feel comfortable with. And you'll see a lot of other people doing a lot of other things, but you're not all these other people doing all these other things. And I think as entrepreneurs, sometimes we are visionaries. We have a lot of ideas, and we hear an idea and we say, yeah, I want to do that. And then we hear another idea and, yeah, I want to do that.
Squirrel.
Exactly. It's the squirrel. But when we get crystal clear on our why and our purpose and why we're doing what we're doing, and then we set a definite destination, then when we're on our way to that destination, we won't make all these detours.
Nope.
We won't make the detour when we see someone else posting about a email thing and saying, I made $100 just by posting 3. We won't do that because we have our eyes on that destination.
I love this.
I think when people get sidetracked, it's because they haven't gotten clear on their purpose and destination.
Perfect.
When you're clear, and then you just go for that. And I think I was talking about this the other day about is a philosophy in military regiments that they have, and it's what slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Yes.
Slow is smooth, and it talks about having a singular focus, and that's how you really speed up the process. Do what you're best at, and then if there's something that you're not the best at, then you can outsource it to others who are great at it. But when you've got your focus, I interviewed last year at Funnel Hacking Live. I interviewed over 20 Two Comma Club award winners, and I asked them, what's the number one mistake that most entrepreneurs make on their way to making that $1 million?
Yep.
The highest answer that I received was really shiny object syndrome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And lack of focus, and being distracted by the next, what you see as being
thing. It's the next big thing. Yeah, I totally agree. One of the things, and it's actually in this group, by the way. If you go over there into the guides, you'll see my why that makes me cry. And that's what I call it, because my singular mission is to help every single health coach, healer, and course creator I can get that direction. And they're like, well, why? Let's go watch the video. All right, Mark. I want to thank you for your time today. And again, I'll post the link for your link tree in this video, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. I know we're pre-recording this because you're going to be having some turkey and some stuffing and all that good stuff. And
pumpkin pie.
Right? All right. Thank you again. We'll talk soon.
James.
All right.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Right. If you're just starting out online, you're probably studying a lot. That's great. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? Well, that's also great. But the hardest part is figuring out how to communicate in a way that makes someone want to buy from you, and how you should sell to them, right? Well, that's also what I struggled with for a while, until I found the formula. So I created this free 5-day challenge called the Make More Money Marketing Challenge to get you on track with your marketing, and more importantly, the right sales scripts and processes to get it off the ground and getting people to take you up on your products, services, and your opportunities. You want to come? Well, there's small groups on purpose, so I can answer your direct questions for 5 straight days. You can hold your spot by going to www.thementalmarketer.com/4M Challenge sign up. Again, that's thementalmarketer.com/4M Challenge sign up. Check the site for dates and times. I'll see you on the inside.